Hello YouTube, I'm PureKid1416 here, bringing you guys a quick unboxing of my big Christmas gift for the year, the Nikon D3500. For me, this is going to be both a still camera, of course, but I'm also thinking about using this as my new YouTube camera, so, since it does 1080p video. My current camcorder works fine, except it's starting to have some focus issues, especially because you can't manually focus mid-video, so, since this is an actual camera, I'm thinking I might start using this instead. So anyway, this was a nice Black Friday sale that had the kit that includes the longer lens, but also it came with a nice case as well. So that's really always good to have. Anyway, let's see what we got here. We got, looks like a manual here. I'll have to take a look at that. Warranty information. Definitely need to register that. I believe it's a 1-year warranty. Some Nikon school advertisement or something. I've already been trained in DSLRs in high school actually, so I really don't need that. Alright, let's see what else we got. Alright, so looks like we got the strap for it. Looks like this is the wall charger. See, it just flips out like that, and the battery goes in there. Right. This looks like it's the camera body itself. Let's see. Yep, this is the camera body itself. And man, it's small and light. Much more than I would have expected, actually. Yep, you can see, just to give a very, very brief tour, you've got the lens cover there. This is the shutter button, also focuses on off. Dedicated record button, which again I'm going to be using this for video, or at least I plan to. There's the mode dial. That's for adjusting some settings. Got the screen here, which I don't know why everybody's complaining that it's not a touchscreen. I actually kind of prefer that, to be honest. I prefer having the manual controls so I don't get smudges all over the screen. So anyway, that's a personal preference, I guess. You got the viewfinder there, flash, all these controls here. Got your SD card slot, which I've got a 120 gig card I'm planning to put in there. This is the USB, which you can use instead of the SD card if you want to. And mini HDMI. And it's also got Bluetooth, which this is kind of cool. I'll need to try this out. There's an app you can put on your phone that lets you connect your photos remotely, as well as remotely take pictures. So if you're doing like group photos or whatever. So that's kind of cool. So anyway, that's enough for that's the body itself. I forgot to mention, it also came with a 16 gig card. However, again, I'm going to be using a 120. Alright, this is the kit lens, the 18 to 55 millimeter, which for YouTube is what I'll probably be using most, if not all the time. Yep, very nice. Oh, it's actually VR too, which is kind of nice, which means vibration reduction, so almost like optical image stabilization in a way, so that might be nice for video. Alright, next is this is what the bundle I got came with. This is the 70 to 300 millimeter lens. It's always nice for if you're going on vacation to have this long. Again, I don't think I'll ever use it for video, but for pictures it's nice for if you're on vacation and you want to take something further away. So yep, again, always nice to have. This one is not VR, by the way. Alright, well that's it for the box itself. Let's see if we can turn it on. I think the battery's already in the camera, which is why you didn't see it earlier. Let's try it. No, it is not, so I missed it somewhere. Let's see. Oh, okay, I found it. It was a little bit out of sight, so anyway. Here's the battery itself. It's 1230 milliamps, which is rated for 1500 shots. I'm not sure about on the video side how long that'll last for. I guess we'll have to wait and see. So let me put the battery in here. Try to do this one-handed. Thought it went this way. Okay, yeah, it does go this way. Okay. Yep. So now let's power it on. I guess I can go and take this off. English. I am Central Time. Right, so that's good. And all done. Yep, so it's in automatic mode by default. So you can see those are all the... Well, there's no lens in it, so it's not going to show it right now. But those where you would see the ISO, f-stop, and... Wait, how do I get that back? And shutter speed. Just play around with it a little bit, and then I will come back with a test footage. A video test footage. So, and hopefully, again, if it turns out well, I'm going to be using this as my new YouTube channel. Alright guys, let's start with an indoor test. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about using this as my new camera, especially because it does pictures too, so it just, I guess you could say, kills two birds with one stone. But the only thing about this is because it's a DSLR, it does not do, or sorry, I meant to say the time limit is only 10 minutes, 20 minutes for 30 frames a second, so, which that's normal for a DSLR, but, you know, it does mean that I may potentially have to keep track of that and have little gaps here and there, but it's not a, you know, not a huge deal. I can always, of course, edit that to look fairly seamless, so, you know, unless I'm mid-sentence or something, it shouldn't be an issue. I can definitely work around that. My bedroom is a wreck right now, so that's why I'm in my game room here. Yep, and again, this lens has vibration reduction, so hopefully that comes out pretty well. That's my arcade cabinet, still doing well, although one of the buttons doesn't work in it, so I'm currently trying to figure that out. That's my dog there. The lights are on in the house, upstairs that is, but whenever I go downstairs here in a second, you'll see the lights are off down here, just natural sunlight only, so hope you give you guys an idea of the low light, I guess. Not as much as when I do an outdoor test later, but yep. There's my cat in the background. There's our snow globes here. Yep. Oh, pretty nice little collection of my mom's. Going over here to our, this is really low light. Here's our Christmas tree. Gotta try out the manual focus here. Yep, works just like you would expect it to. Again, I've been needing that feature, so yep. Just gotta go back upstairs here real quick. Yep, so as always, let me know what you guys think, and other than the 10-minute issue, I see no reason not to use this as my main camera from now on, so. Alright, we're outside now. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon, so it's still fairly bright outside. I'm walking directly into the sun right now. Yep, again, just let me know what you guys think. Should be pretty good, I would think. Other than the 10-minute time limit thing, it should be a pretty good YouTube camera. So now, if you're curious about how the picture quality is, because I haven't talked as much about that, I am not going to put any sample pictures in this video because it wouldn't do you any good. You know, it would be downgraded to 1080p. So what I'm going to do is in the description, I'm going to put a link to some sample pictures that I found online. You can look at them either in JPEG form or even in RAW form, so you guys can get a feel for the full potential of this camera in terms of pictures. But yeah, and I will be using it for pictures too, but the reason I've been mostly talking about video here is because that's obviously what I'm going to be using it for in terms of YouTube, so that's all you guys really care about. But if you're getting this mainly for pictures, then take a look at those sample shots. That's about it, all I can show for now, I guess. I'll come back with a nighttime footage, so I'll be back in a sec. Alright, here's some test footage at night. I need to still play around with like how the camera settings like ISO, aperture, all that work in terms of video, but for now I'm just on automatic mode. Should be fine. Automatic seems to work better for video than it does for pictures, so should be fine for what I do for the most part. But here's my outside decorations. They're coming out pretty well. You know, again, this is one advantage of a dedicated camera, is you get the bigger sensor, therefore better low light. Yep. Yep, seems to be coming out pretty well so far. Alright, so that's about it. Just let me know what you guys think.